Hi greet everyone on the medical channel. Good day to all. This is a new video format, the so-called interactive panoramic video. In an interactive video, you can use the mouse to move the screen and get to the place you like more. Panoramic video allows you to virtually reside inside an image or picture. Enjoy watching. In the 6th century BC, a religious philosophical doctrine arose in China called Taoism, and its followers were called Taoists. This teaching and its practice exist now. What is its essence? Taoists believe that a person, being an element, a product of nature, should not violate its laws. Based on such beliefs, adherents of the Tao movement created Taoist practices that were aimed at the natural setting of the body. The essence of the setting is that in his daily life a person should harmoniously merge with the life of nature. A person should not remodel it and adapt to it. The kidneys as a storehouse of G energy. According to Taoist philosophy, the area between the kidneys and the navel and the kidneys themselves as a repository of innate G, primarily yin. In addition, the kidneys contains a reserve of unclaimed occurred Qi. Chinese medicine believes that the primordial Qi is laid in the kidneys, that is, the vital energy that we inherited from the past generations. And this energy feeds the whole body, but someone is not wary. According to the canons of Chinese medicine, the kidneys respond for reproductive function, for excretory function, for storing the seed, for growth and development, for retaining G energy in organs, for sexual energy, for water in the body. Here, just a few of the symptoms that your kidneys are not alright. These are pulling pains in the low back, ringing, tinnitus, hearing loss. According to the theory of using, ears is a hole in the kidney canal, hair loss, loose teeth, poor sleep, freaking bone fractures. The kidneys as a storehouse of G energy. According to Taoist philosophy, the area between the kidneys and the navel and the kidneys themselves as a repository of innate G, primarily yin. In addition, the kidneys contains a reserve of unclaimed occurred Qi. Chinese medicine believes that the primordial Qi is laid in the kidneys, that is, the vital energy that we inherited from the past generations. And this energy feeds the whole body, but someone is not wary. According to the canons of Chinese medicine, the kidneys respond for reproductive function, for excretory function, for storing the seed, for growth and development, for retaining G energy in organs, for sexual energy, for water in the body. Here, just a few of the symptoms that your kidneys are not alright. These are pulling pains in the low back, ringing, tinnitus, hearing loss. According to the theory of using, ears is a hole in the kidney canal, hair loss, loose teeth, poor sleep, freaking bone fractures. In Tibetan medicine, the kidneys are, according to the teachings of the Jutshi, related to the yin organ and distinguish 8 diseases of the kidneys. The disease heat, cold, blood vessels, prolapse of the kidneys, wind disease, with indignation of the wind, pulling pains in the lower back, hearing claws are observed. Heat of the kidneys develops as a result of infection, alcohol abuse. Symptoms of the heat of the kidneys are burning in the urethra, pain in the lumbar region of a aching character. Urine acquires a dark shade, saturated, hot, with a pungent odor. Cold in the kidneys. The cause of the kidneys cold disease are external cooling of the body. Cold penetrates the kidneys through the skin and settles in them according to the teaching of Jutshi. Cold kidneys disease is accompanied by a feeling of chills, cold especially in the lumbar region. In the urine, blood elements are observed. The back does not flex well and bends. Friends, perhaps from the point of view of modern medicine, these explanations look naive and incomprehensible. However, if there is a therapeutic effect from exercise and effects on the midpoints of the corresponding organs from exercise, this will be given further. And this means that a modern scientific medical explanation has not yet been found for the mechanism of the effective action of these exercise practices and procedures, and the lack of the modern scientific medical explanation of the mechanism of action of Taoist recreational practice does not mean at all that such a therapeutic effect does not occur. The first exercise we will look at is kneeling. Get on your knees. It is advisable to perform the exercise on the floor, placing a soft blanket under your knees, but this only at first. After a month, you should already practice the exercise on a hard rug. Start moving slowly. Walk on your knees, leaning only patella. If you feel severe pain on your knees, use a softer bedding, such as a blanket, a mattress, so that the pain is slight and tolerable. Do not stand in one place, as the load on your knees will be very high. Start your workout with 5 to 7 minutes. When the knees get used and the muscles get stronger, you need to walk not for 15 to 20 minutes. Perform exercise every day. Friends, in the early stages, knee pain is normal. After all, your knee is hurt due to atrophy of the muscle of the back, legs, spine, and pain occurs in people leading sedentary lifestyle. Let us try to explain the mechanism of the therapeutic effect of the exercise on the knees. The fact is that there are points on the skin of the patella that simply need to be simulated for problems with the kidneys and liver. The most effective stimulation is walking on your knees. In addition, performing this exercise daily, you can very quickly lose weight in the legs. This practice will even help improve vision, as there are points in the area of the knee tendons that are responsible for the functioning of the liver, kidneys, and eyes. Let me remind you The meridian of the kidneys begins on the foot, so you need to periodically warm your legs. Foot massage is also shown using massage mats and other devices. The next exercise in the Taoist practice is called the Golden Rooster. Here is the techniques of the ITaoist. Put your hands on your belt. Lift up your left leg, which is slightly bent at the knee. Close your eyes and count to yourself or aloud how much time you can maintain balance without any support. Do the same with your right foot. If your holding time for such a position is less than 15 seconds, you need to seriously engage in your health. A good indicator to stand for more than 1 minute. A complicated version of this exercise is a girl with a ball on the next slide, and this is, of course, a joke. There is nothing complicated in this exercise, and it can be done every morning after waking up. The mechanism of therapeutic action of the Golden Rooster exercise. Standing on one leg, you cause blood flow to the legs and due to the physical exertion, blood circulation improves, and not only in the legs. According to the concept of Chinese medicine, the kidney canal is located in the legs. It originates in the foot at the point of Yun Chuan. Therefore, standing on one leg, you stimulate energy flows aimed at improving the kidneys. According to the teachings of Eastern medicine, the source of vital energy of Qi are human kidneys. Therefore, by healing kidneys, you raise the level of the mysterious Qi energy. This exercise helps with diseases of the thyroid gland, especially if problems are caused by a malfunction of the pituitary and hypothalamus. Diabetes, gut radiculitis, osteochondrosis, Meniere's disease. Each symptoms are dizziness, noise in one ear, even hearing loss, and imbalance. Exercise Golden Roost also helps strengthen immunity and restore emotional balance. The nuances of performing the Golden Rooster exercise. In this exercise, focus your attention of the Yun Chuan point, which is located in the center of the leg on which you are standing. By mentally focusing on this point, you additionally train your ability to concentrate and willpower. An important condition for the correct implementation of this exercise is that the eyes cannot be opened to maintain the balance of the body. Only with closed eyes will the brain begin to restore the balance of internal organs. The traditional Chinese teaching on nutrition, depending on the thermal properties of the products, divides them into hot, warm, neutral, refreshing, and cold. It is the warm products, says the Taoists, that can warm the kidneys and protect them from the penetration of the cold. Important for the Taoists, the criterion of plant usefulness in the place of its growth. The more sun the plant received, the stronger its cooling effect. The fruits of hot countries compensate for the influence of a warm climate for their cooling properties. If a person lives in cool Central Europe, eats a lot of southern fruits, especially in winter, this will lead to the accumulation of internal cold. Its organs can no longer get enough qi from food, and this leads to its lack and subsequently to a decrease in yang. Taoists consider it a mistake in winter to consume a lot of cooling citrus fruits, even despite the fact that they contain high doses of vitamin C. The cold carried by citrus fruits from warm countries creates favorable soil for the occurrence of colds and inflammatory process of the kidneys. Cooling fruit Taoists are recommended to use in the form of compotes. Heat treatment makes the products warmer and improves its digestibility. According to the concept of Taoist nutrition, the protection of the body and kidneys from colds in winter can be provided only with warm and warming products. Taoists assume the food products that the body needs at a particular time of the year grow in the area where a person lives. Light vegetables such as leeks and green cabbage, which can sometimes be harvested even after the first snow, have a warming effect, which means they can balance the influence of external cold. This is the prevention of urinary tract infections. In China, herbal treatment and nutritional care are closely related. The Chinese assume that food should be not only tasty but also healthy. Taoists in culinary practice, along with conventional products, use medicinal plants to preserve kidney health, the prevention of cystitis. Taoists recommend taking cranberry juice with an equal amount of purified water and lemon juice squeezed into purified water as tonic drinks. In accordance with Slavic tradition and folk medicine, for chronic kidney diseases, in addition to exercises, you can recommend a sparing diet, poor in protein, fresh fruits, best raw. Instead of salt, use salt from medicinal plants. Do not eat products containing purine. This is meat food. The use of spinach, tomatoes, as well as dairy products should be negligible, but parsley, celery can be eaten more. The pumpkin will also be useful, raw or steamed, as well as leek and parsley. These are excellent folk remedies for treating kidneys. In addition, it is recommended to drink diluted raspberry and red currant juice, tea from nettle and plantain, wild rose, which have a moderate diuretic effect.
Friends, to strengthen the rejuvenation of the body, you must constantly look for new advanced methods and prescriptions for rejuvenation, and the medical channel will help you in this. And in order to receive timely, valuable information, you need only a small effort. It's to press the red button under this video with the inscription, subscribe. There is an even more cunning method that will help you to be always aware of the current changes in the field of medicine. This is getting short announcements of outgoing videos on your smartphone, just a few minutes after they appear on YouTube. To use such a service to obtain information, you need to find a link to the Telegram channel in the description of this video, and as you guessed, subscribe to it too. In the meantime, I wish everyone good health. Until we meet again on the medical channel.